Welcome back to the channel. Right, something completely different today. There's a guy on YouTube named Dylan, and he's got a channel called Noble Records, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. He's a really cool guy, and he's put out a little contest. He's just reached 7,000 subscribers. So first off, congratulations, dude. That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant, fantastic. And I'm sure your channel's going to grow. I really do think it will. So, but well done, mate. Well done. That's fantastic. Right. Anyway, he's put out a 7,000 subscriber contest. 2 rules. 1 rule: you've got to be subscribed. Well, Dylan, you got yourself a new subscriber from me, mate. And the second one is you got to make a video. So here we are. Right, so what he's done, 7,000 subscribers, 7 questions, music related obviously. So let's start, shall we? Question 1, best finds. Well, I haven't been collecting records that long really, so a few years, so I bought most of them new, but a couple of times I've gone out, and last year I picked this up at a boot sale for a few quid. That's the soundtrack to Tommy, original press, all the original innards and all that lot. I mean, I don't think this is that rare. I think it's pretty common, really. But for me to get it original, brand new, at a boot sale cheap, pretty best find, and plays wonderful. And the second one is Tom Waits, Real Gone. Now, this is the original version, because obviously 2017 they done the remaster and remix, and it sounds quite a lot different to the original. But obviously, as a lot of you on my channel know, this is the concert I went to see Tom Waits at in Amsterdam and London, and I played this on CD over and over and over and over. And it's getting a little bit rarer now. You can still get it pretty easy, but it's getting rarer now, so pleased to have that. So that was a really good find. Question 2. Best song ever written. Wow. Where'd you even start? Right, well, it's so subjective, you know. I mean, you got the classics, you know, Blowing in the Wind, Bob Dylan, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana, What's Going On, Marvin Gaye, All the World Is Green, Tom Waits, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, Yesterday, the Beatles. Well, pretty much most of the Beatles. Well, actually, I'd suppose for me, it would probably be the Beatles, A Day in the Life, from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I think it's pretty well regarded around the world as one of the Beatles' top songs, and that's right. It's literally an experience to sit through it, isn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah, so I guess best song ever written was A Day in the Life by the Beatles. Question 3. How do you keep track of your collection? Well, mine's pretty simple, really. I've got 100, 150 records, so I haven't got massive collections like you guys, so mine's pretty easy. But obviously I've got the Kinks, the Who, Madness, the Specials, you know, your collections, your Beatles, Tom Waits, etc. I've got sections, so, but I use Discogs. I love Discogs. Bought off Discogs. I haven't sold, because most, like I explained, most of the records I buy, I actually want to play and keep. So I haven't sold any on Discogs, but I bought a few. But it's a brilliant way to catalogue your record and CD collection, or whatever media you have your music on. It's fantastic. Whoever come up with the idea for Discogs, thank you very much. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful, and it is a really good place to find some rare stuff. So Discogs. Question 4. 1 record I would never sell. I really enjoyed your story about Nashville and your son trip and you making that record. Be kind of interested to hear it, Dylan. But yeah, I get it. It's a really nice little story. I enjoyed that. But mine is this. It's in a frame. I don't know if you can see it. Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, signed by Roger Waters. Now, when I was a little kid, 13 possibly, I 1979. That Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 was That Christmas #1. And I remember it ever so well, so vividly. And I got some Christmas money, and I asked one of my brothers who was going to town to pick up that and The Tourists, I Only Want to Be With You by Annie Lennox. Well, it's The Tourists, but Annie Lennox was in The Tourists. So, yeah. And that got signed by Roger Waters' wifey's nephew. The wife's nephew. He's an actor, and he done a little bit of work with Roger Waters and kindly got him to sign my record. So, question 5. Favourite music or record documentary? Now, I haven't seen All Things Must Pass, the Tower record story, but I am going to watch it. Does look interesting. I watched the trailer. It looks interesting. I do want to see it. But favourite music-related documentary? Woodstock, maybe? Stop Making Sense Talking... Well, Stop Making Sense Talking Heads ain't really... It's filed under documentary, but it's a concert movie, really. But if you haven't seen Stop Making Sense by Talking Heads, guys, track yourself a copy down or try and watch it. It's an experience. But for me, I'd have to say probably The Complete Beatles. The documentary narrated by Malcolm McDowell. I think it was out about 1980. Someone lent me the video cassette, to watch. And I grew up with the Beatles. Of course, I was born in 66, the year of Revolver. I grew up with the Beatles. I was always on. But I never really sat and took it in. And then I got this documentary. I stuck it on. Obviously, Malcolm McDowell, Clockwork Orange's voice just draws you in. And it was so well put together over 2 hours. Hour in, I was a Beatles nut. I actually was a Beatles fan. Rubber Soul, once it got to that era, it got better and better and better. I was like living the decade in that 2 hours, and literally I was a Beatles fan by the end of it. So, and I've been ever since. So I would say The Complete Beatles. Question 6. Favourite record I've received as a gift? Well, a lot of my records have been bought for me by the wife, family, etc. and stuff. Now I've got some beauts. I've actually got some beauts. I mean, a couple of years ago, the wife got me the complete Tom Waits early Asylum years, all on coloured vinyl. I never thought I'd own these things, you know. Absolutely wonderful. And Massey Hall, Neil Young. I mean, from a Canadian friend, Paul, Fit to be Tie-Dyed. Another nice guy. You know, again. But for me, it is Tom Waits. Are you surprised? And my daughter actually got me Frank's Wild Years. This is the album that got me into Tom Waits properly. I'd already heard Heart Attack and Vine and Closing Time and liked them. But when I heard Frank's Wild Years, it came alive. I could see these characters in my head. I really could. Absolutely loved it. It was an experience. And yeah, actually got me an original pressing. And it is mint and plays wonderful. Question 7. Have I got a ritual when I listen to records? Well, I actually have. If I'm not doing a video for the channel, I like to literally leave my phone, tablet, everything in my office out the way. No Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I don't want all that. I leave them all in there. I come in, cup of coffee, whatever. Got a nice comfy chair, obviously like we all do, dead centre. And have the experience. Obviously, the only thing I might bring in are these for the lyrics. Because I do like to sit and have a little read of the lyrics, take in the artwork, and give the music the attention it deserves. I mean, sometimes I like it on in the background, but not when I'm playing records. When I put a record on, I like to sit there and have the experience. Unless I'm doing a video, of course, then there's a little bit more going on in there. But that's normally my listening ritual. So yeah, there you go. There are the 7 questions answered. I hope you liked the video, Dylan. I really enjoyed you on. You seem like a really nice guy. Yeah, and thank you, Beatle Brad, ever so much for doing yours, because I might not have discovered Dylan's channel for a while. So yeah, thank you very much for that, pal. Right. Last week I done a vinyl first play of the specials, and the next one I put out to you guys, what should I do next? And it was between Something Else by the Kinks or the Who Sellout from that wonderful year of 1967. And it seems like I'll be playing the Who Sellout. More people seem to ask for that one. And the Kinks on red vinyl is going to have to wait. But Who Sellout, brilliant album. So looking forward to giving that a vinyl first play. So, like I said, guys, go over to Dylan's channel, subscribe to his channel, watch his video, join in the competition. Why not? Go over to Beatle Brad's channel, give him some love. Subscribe to his channel. And if you ain't subscribed, there's the red button down there. Join the Rambles. Right, guys, give the video a thumbs up if you like this sort of thing, and I'll be back with another ramble real soon. Take care, guys.